Hey,
Yo,
welcome.
Guess who's back?
It's Sammy.
Hey, what up?
Big Board Battles coming at you with another battle report. And this one's a classic. Retro,
yeah.
if you will.
The Orcs and Goblins, definitely the better of the two. I don't know why they're on the bottom there.
Well, they just like being on the bottom. It's just how it works.
Power bottom, I guess. But,
I don't know. I'm not
Definitely.
sure about that. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a great game. A lot of back and forth in this. A lot of really just, oh no moments. So
mostly from Undying Dynasties.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, looking like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh no!
Anyway, guys, this is a tournament practice for Colorado, and that's this weekend, the weekend of the 8th and 9th. And so we decided to do a scenario. And the secondary objective that we rolled on was the breakthrough. And what that entails is...
You got to get one of your scoring units into the enemy's deployment zone by the end of the game.
And keep it
there. Yeah,
keep it there, which is the important part.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a given, though.
And so his army had 3 scoring units, and mine had 4. So I had the advantage in scoring units coming in. But will that be enough? Let's find out!
Ah!
Deployment is as you see here. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of one-sided. We kind of neglected one side of the board pretty much, or I did at least. I had my Winged Reapers over there because they're autonomous and they can just kind of go around to the flanks and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah, and I was trying out a new list. I'll let you go over your little.
Oh yeah,
group.
just my list real quick for those who don't know. We got 2 groups of 4 snakes. Those are 2 of my scoring units, and they have banners and they start out on the table. I do not like underground ambushing them as a rule, simply because they failed me too many times, not coming up when I need them.
Yeah, but I mean, are they failing you, or are you forgetting to bring them?
Both of those things are true. Both of those things are true.
Yeah, they are. Mostly the latter.
Gorbeast looks over his army, directing it into the fray. We have my Shabti group here. 6 of them, paired weapons. Strong. They start off with the regen from the Architect General. I have, hiding behind that statue there, I have 5 horse archers. I have 2 bunkers of 12 archers each. 1 has a standard in it. Like I said, I need the scoring units, and 10 points wasn't too much out of my way to just get another scoring unit. I have 2 level 2 wizards, Passive Sands, one with the Dispel Scroll, one with Tomb of Arcane Lore. 2 Sphinxes, both with Fiery Breath. I have a group of chariots, no banner or standard or champion or anything, just light troops. And again, I like the flexibility that gives me. And on the far end, we have 3 Winged Reapers with paired weapons and autonomous, meaning they can march outside of the bubble.
I'm running a bit of a different list than I typically do. On the very far right of the screen, you can see I actually have a decent-sized group of boar boys with a badass general in there. And they're just normal boar boys. They're not the head bashers, so they're only strength 3, but strength 6 on the charge because I gave them lances, and then that 3-up armor save. So they're definitely a pretty good meaty unit, especially if you can get off the charge. Right next to them, the typical, I take 2 Nasher Wrecking Teams pretty much with every list. They're like 60 points, strength 6, armor piercing, madness. It's awesome.
You can't see them behind the trees.
Yeah,
but they're there.
yeah. They're there. And then we got, that's actually the 2 little spiders. I run it as a 50 by 50 base. It's a Goblin King on a Huntsman spider. And, man, I don't know how he manages in every game to be such a little annoying shit, but I love taking him, and he's so cheap. I think sort of haste and armor of fortune and some shields and stuff. He's got a 2-up, 5-up? Yeah, initiative 10, 4 attacks, poison. So yeah, he's only like 135, something like that. He's great. He's great to have. Got a scrap wagon right there next to him, so running 2 scrap wagons. As you can see, the weird chariots of chaos and whatever your stupid army is. Yeah, I brought my Nasher Dashers back. I dropped them for a little while for a couple lists, and as you can see, I actually just dropped out my artillery in general. I did the whole tournament down in Oklahoma, where we were in Tulsa, and I did I think like 3 wounds the entire tournament. They mostly just misfired. But yeah, now I'm trying this double spider meta and seeing how this is gonna work out. I don't know. Aesthetically, I like it. I like all the spiders. I like all the stuff, and I like that I'm more of a melee list instead of artillery flinging list. And then the newest unit I'm trying out is this Nasher herd.
Pay no attention to the goblins posing as Nashers.
Yeah, whatever.
No. So
right.
Let's see what happens. I drop most of my stuff first, so I get the first turn, and it's pretty uneventful. I'm out of range of most of my shooting. I do move up just to kind of like do that thing, because my snakes, my combat units are movement 7, so I feel like I pen him in, and we do that thing where we kind of play chicken with the charges there. I move over my Winged Reapers, kind of get a view. I keep everything either within... I keep everything at the very max of his charge range. So if he wants to charge, it's going to be like a 12 or 11 or something like that. But over 10, like at least an 11. So nothing happens in magic or shooting, so we go to the bottom of one.
Here we go, yeah, and I'm just moving up the board. My goal at first was I wanted to just rush everything headstrong, but when I went to go put up my feral orcs, I gave them the relentless banner so that on the first turn they can move a 12-inch march. But I didn't like where that put me because it had both of those kitties, the snakes, and the shop. It was just disaster. So I ended up staying back a little bit. I tried to move up the flank over here with the Nasher herd. I really wanted to pit them against the Winged Reapers. I wanted to see how that solo fight would go, but then I also brought backup with the Scrap Wagon and the Nasher Dashers. I thought I could surround him and make him kind of have to choose targets and stuff, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that flank goes. Spiders creeping in the bushes and whatnot. Everything else is kind of moving up. The second group of Nasher Dashers I actually put in front of my savages so I could just block one of those charges from something over there.
Okay. Again, nothing really happens in magic or shooting. I think he does get a +1/+1 +1 strength, +1 toughness on his.
The bunker. It's just they don't even have bows or anything. It's just 20 orcs. I got 2 level 1 shamans with the wilderness signature. So yeah, +1 strength, +1 toughness twice.
And he got one of them off on his little mangler squid.
Yeah, there's an unpainted mangler squid. I actually positioned it in front of my boar boys so that his snakes would have to charge through it if they wanted to contest.
And since movement in general happens after charges, I went in with my horse archers because I figured, you know what, with that +1 toughness, I'm probably not going to be able to shoot it off the board. But I wanted it gone because I needed that clear line of charge. Now, I forgot that he was within such an easy charge range. It was a 7-inch charge on 3d6, and but then again, I didn't want that thing hitting me because that's 2d6, strength 6, and that would negate most of the benefit of my snakes there. I should have given them the regen, but I didn't, and that was a mistake on my part. I did get some charges in, though, and one of my snakes did appear on the board, and I put the snake kind of blocking, or the scorpion, sorry.
Yeah.
The scorpion there in the middle of the table. I wanted to block the charge of that spider into my chariots or into my sphinx, and I did it so that he couldn't wheel or anything like that. This is a close-up picture of my charge of my Winged Reapers into his Nasher Dashers, and my hope there is just to clear him out turn 1 and overrun to get out of line of sight of those that Nasher herd.
And this is one of the downside of this kind of chaff, immune to psychology. They cannot flee. They cannot choose it as a reaction. So they're just in it to win it.
And there they are. And the Sphinx goes into the spider. I charged with both Sphinxes because the The spider is a scary target for me because he has poison and that venomous fangs. And yeah, he still needs 6s, but because he has poison, he has 2 chances to get those 6s.
Yes.
Not to mention the amount of just chaff goblins on top that get to attack.
All in all, 16 attacks.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I don't have a very good armor save on this guy. I don't take the armor upgrade. I generally find it's not worth its points. But, you know, sometimes I kind of wish I had it. So I'm hoping, like, I'll do some wounds here. I'm on the charge, so I'm strength 5, so I'm wounded on 5s. Let's see what happens there. During my magic phase, I do get a spell off. I get my bouncing divine judgment, and he's out of leadership range. He's out of BSB range. Mm-hmm. So the spider only has got a leadership 6. So making him take that 3d6 test, yeah, he has 8 wounds. But he rolled out of the box.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh man, yeah, just killed it outright, just bam. And I was like, okay.
It did bounce twice more. It did hit the scrap wagon there and did 2 wounds there, and it went onto the Nasher herd and killed like 3 or so of those guys.
Yeah, I think it was.
So all in all, it was a pretty good phase for me. I did get accursed blades off on my Sphinx as well. In combat, I just get out of his arc with the overrun. I easily eat the... I go first because of paired weapons, and I easily eat the Nasher Dashers, and I barely get out of charge range. You can see us measuring the arc just to make sure.
Measuring back and forth.
It's just one of those things. It was very, very close.
Mm-hmm.
And here, this doesn't go exactly as I hope. It's not terrible. I do take a wound, but he takes 2. He doesn't flee, so there I am.
Yeah, again, bad placement on my part. These spiders really need to be with my general because they're only leadership 6. Now, thankfully, I did have my BSB there. I did fail it the first time, but yeah, in 6, that's very risky roll.
It is. Lucky he's stubborn too.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. So there were no minuses to it at that. Yeah, this spider with the general is really good.
And here we are at the bottom of 2. It's his response.
Bam! I charged my scrap wagon into the back of the Winged Reapers. Just, man, trying to get some damn payback for my poor little Nasher Dashers. But then the other group, you'll see, they charge into the side of that Sphinx there. And, oh shit, yeah, the other charges got my Boar Boys all the way up into those snakes. I ended up popping my Wog here. Man, I forgot my damn Feral. It was a 10-inch charge. But I forgot about it, and I didn't do it, sadly. It could have been a hero. Just knock both snakes out, just bam, plow right through it, and then just make him cry all the way back home.
There's a better picture of the charge of the cowardly scrap wagon into my rear.
The cowardly.
I
don't know if he's too cowardly solo charging a group of 3 Winged Reapers.
In the back, man. In the back.
Yeah, either way.
The other cowards of the group, the cowardly Nasher Dashers.
Cowards my ass.
I did manage to kill one of the 6, though, with shooting. Or magic, I forget what. Killed one, but I popped one off.
Yeah.
And so he only got D3 impact hits, which...
Instead of 2D3, which it makes a difference.
And there's his charge with his orcs.
And as you can see,
his general.
Spider dude just being a damn nuisance. March 14, he really gets across the damn board. And this is what I wanted to do with him. Just charge in with those and stop the Shopti from getting into my flank.
Okay, now I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking, he thinks it's going to stop me from getting the flank. But because of how charges work and how I have to try to maximize, I have to wheel. And then I'm not going to be able to wheel back in order to close the door. So he's going to have to close the door on me. And so if I can kill that spider, and if my snakes can hold, I can get in the flank and do some real damage. That's my thought process.
It could be some bad day for my general's unit.
And in combat, he rolls poorly on his wounds.
One wound off?
Yeah, you got about 6 shots, but you only got 1 wound, unfortunately.
Yeah, a bunch of damn ones.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It random number generator, I don't know, dice, Anyway, we take 2 wounds actually. We kill him and we turn, and it's my turn next, so I'm not sure if I'm going to charge or if I'm going to flee or kind of I have a 12-inch move, so I could probably stay out of his arc. I'm not sure what I want to do here, though.
Oh my, Dashers, I love you. I love you so much. They need 6s to win it like anyone else.
Yeah, but you're getting 10 shots with them, and the impact hits, and then the spider. Everything's going before my kitty.
And that's the beauty. They're glass cannons for sure, but they pack a punch.
They did, and I didn't even get a chance to respond with my kitty. He just went down for the count. So there is that, and that's a sad day.
Sad panda.
But the snakes! The snakes! Oh, Gorebeast was so excited. Hold! He's yelling and cheering for them as they battled.
The whole fight, I'm expecting, this is going too well. He killed 2 guys, or 3 guys, actually.
I killed 3 guys. You killed 6 of mine.
Yeah.
And
then Crumbles.
I crumbled 3 more.
I forgot about Crumbles. I was like, okay, I'm about to break him. I'm winning this combat. I'm about to break him, and then you don't break. I
think you do 5 wounds actually.
Yeah.
But either way, I crumble, and I have a full snake left. Is what happens at the end of the day. And so there we sit. So I'm very excited here. It's an easy charge. Hopefully I'll kill this spider dude, and there we go. So that's exactly what I do. I charge my Shopties, and again I have to try to maximize. So I have to wheel to get at least 2 in. And again, I can't. You can see how I'm butted up against there, and I can't move. So he has to close the door on me, which gives me a really good angle if I roll well to get that flank charge in. And I also my snakes. Some of them can see him past that hill because it's on the side there. My kitty was on the hill, and I don't want to tangle with those. I'm thinking this is my best chance here because he can also see my snakes, and I don't want him charging me because I'm going to lose my strength bonus from the charge. I'm going to lose that combat res, and he has so many attacks. I'm just going to get clobbered.
Yeah, any one of his units alone against the Feral Orcs, it's a bad day.
And so I can get my kitty in, and my kitty's had very good experience against Feral Orcs. My kitty does very well against Feral Orcs.
Absolutely.
As long as it has some other combat res with them. And this is risky, but I figure it's worth the risk because I'm going to get some spells off and do some things. And you can see over on the bottom of the screen, my Winged Reapers decide to charge in because my Scorpion can see the rear. And so I figured I could sandwich, get enough combat res, break the unit, not take too much damage, and eat those sweet, sweet points. And my Chariots try, but they fail to get in.
Oh, didn't they try the turn
before? They keep trying the whole game, almost.
Yeah.
They fail their charges and they do nothing.
We haven't forgot. He didn't forget about the game.
I didn't forget about them.
They just suck.
They just didn't do too hot this game. There's a better picture of that charge. There's a better picture of charge here. And again, I need to break these guys because that scrap wagon, those Nasher Dashers, I hope they don't do to my kitty what they did to the other kitty. And here we are. That's a better picture of that charge. And again, that sweet, sweet flank charge. I'm hoping for it. I'm aiming for it. This combat goes about as well as I could expect. He does kill the Scorpion. Strength 5 attacks hurt. Yeah. And he does put 3 wounds onto my Reapers. But my Reapers just reap. Like, they just eat so many.
Yeah, it was 15 in total. The spider didn't even get to attack.
Yeah, it's with the stomps, between the stomps, and I hit like crazy. I could not miss. I could not fail to wound, and I just crushed there. So, yeah, that was pretty nice. I enjoyed that. I
You enjoyed
I did.
That.
I enjoyed it a lot.
That's nice. I'm glad someone did.
This battle went well too. As you can see, I did get some spells off. I got Desiccation off on his Feral Orcs, which was key. It gives him -1 strength and -1 toughness.
Oh, this is what we forgot. Okay, so actually in the first turn, I had to use my scroll because of the bouncing divine judgment.
Yes, I got that off. Irresistible Force. Yes, but the way he was laid out, and he just realized, he looked at the thing. He said, "Oh no, my general's too far away. Yeah. This is going to really hurt my spiders if it bounces."
The thing that killed the one, just outright killed that one on turn 1 could have decimated both of them.
So he decided to use his scroll. So he had no scroll left.
Yeah.
And I was just able to force a couple spells through. I got Cursed Blades on my Sphinx there, and I got Desiccation on his Feral Orcs. And I'm looking at this, and it went pretty well. He did do 5 wounds to my snakes, and again, you can kind of see the dice in the back. I killed like 15 to 18, 17.
12, 17.
17. I killed 17 between my breath weapon, my stomps, my attacks. He's still steadfast though.
Yeah.
And he sticks.
Yep.
And so there is that. I'm still feeling
Thank you, BSB.
really good about this though. Okay? And oh no. Oh no. So, yeah.
Oh, this little asshole, man. Yep, he does what he does, and he just sticks. He 2 up, 5 up.
I could not hit to save my
awesome.
life. And
too.
I did 3 wounds, and you just, boop, 4 up, saved them all.
Yeah.
And nothing I could do about it.
Well, you got 1.
Oh, I gave you 1. I got 1 through.
I gave you 1.
Hurrah. I still win combat, so he can still fail his leadership. No, he doesn't fail his leadership test. He passes it. And so there we sit.
General's right behind him, bro. He's impressing him. He's like, yo, dude, look what I got.
And without the support,
yeah,
my poor snake.
I think the general killed. I don't even think anyone else went.
I didn't get a chance to go.
No.
Yeah, I think the general just ate it.
Yeah. And
that was all she wrote on that. So, and it's his turn now, so we go to bottom of 3.
Here we go. Well, I was kind of doing the objective thing and just getting my general's scoring unit with the banner and stuff in his deployment zone, and I'm looking at that juicy bunker. Every part of his force is still so far up. His Shopties are tangling with my spider. I'm like, man, this is the chance, if anything.
It wasn't good, man. Yeah. Like, I was looking at this.
It's a buffet.
And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. And I was thinking I'm going to have to either get out of the way if I can march enough so he can't see me, or I could just pop my general out or my wizard out to chaff him for a turn. But he's in my deployment zone. That's the secondary objective. So as long as he just stays there, the onus is on me to punch through the rest of his units. He also double charged me with the scrap wagon and the
that's right, yeah,
the Nasher Dashers into my snakes and my kitty respectively, and his other spider is creeping on up. Now it's taking wounds. It's taking wounds. I think it's at 4 now, but it's got 4 left, and it's looking at my other bunker with my Hierophant.
Oh yeah, just sandwiching the shit out of this juicy bunker.
I don't. It's a bad.
And as you can see, this is what are the Nasher herd? They're just gone.
Yeah, they broke.
Beta.
And they did their little everything gets hurt thing.
That's the first game I've ever tried to use. I'll just have to get used to what they can do.
Fair enough.
And yeah, here you can see it was a dilemma whether I charge into the Shopti or the snakes, but I thought about it and like the Shopti, I'm figuring they're gonna be tied up. I'm like, okay, that dude, he's staying.
He did need the help here.
Definitely. And they did, yeah. So I charged both of these on here. It
didn't work
again. I just man, random dice.
Yeah, he rolled for 2d6 impacts. He rolled a 4, and I saved the ones he did make. Yeah. The wounds I did get came from the Nasher Dashers and from the Feral Orcs. Mm-hmm. I did lose another snake, but again, he's strength 3 because of the desiccation, so I saved most of it.
Yeah, and it was the second round.
Yeah.
And it was just, man.
And brutal. Again, like, I'm able to break the unit, and I overrun, and I don't hit his wizards, which popped out because they anticipated this, but I do hit his bunker of 20 normal orcs, and I'm not scared whatsoever.
No, you shouldn't be.
Yeah. These guys. A little better news for the Orcs and Goblins team here.
Yeah. Finally knocked one of those off, put a wound over on another. He got 1 wound through again. So two whole turns and just 1 wound.
It was a drawn combat. Mm-hmm. He didn't even need to take a test. And there we sit.
Fantastic. He did his damn job.
He did something all right. Okay, so it's my turn. And I kind of move my chariot so I can get a better view. I marched both of my archer bunkers up to try to get out of charge range. I successfully get out of charge range from the orcs, on the boar boys, but I do not of the spider. So Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do some risky stuff to try to kill this
spider.
spider.
It actually made it a little easy. I think you ended up getting closer to the spider. Looking at the pictures now.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Again, it was close. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done it. I probably should have popped my Hierophant out, angled my archers such that the overrun wouldn't hit my Hierophant. Yeah. That would have been much better.
But I know what you were banking on. You were banking on getting out of the boars and then just killing the spider outright with spells.
He only had 2 wounds, and he's out of the BSB range. He's out of general range, so just 1 Divine Judgment, and I would be fine.
Yeah.
My Scorpion charges into the Orcs to provide some help there. And I've been a fan of my Scorpions. You know, they provide a lot more oomph than the Vultures do. They're not as chaffy as maneuverable and things, but yeah, I like them for what they've been doing for me. I do. And here we're going to combat. Well, okay, first let me say this. The magic failed. I did get my my Divine Judgment off on that spider. And he rolls 3d6, and he rolls a 3.
Oh, yeah.
Or a 4. Or enough so he doesn't take a single wound.
I rolled a 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Which adds up to 6.
Which is 6, which is...
exactly what I needed, bitch.
It's like, no!
Oh, yeah, so he ended up, 2 6s, the spell off of my spider. Got, what did you roll, a 12? So...
Yeah, I lose all my spells on one of my wizards.
Yeah. 5 diced it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Strength, whatever, bullshit.
Again, I needed the spell to go off to kill the spider, and it went off to kill the spider, but it didn't kill the spider.
It didn't kill the spider. It didn't do a to the spider, but it did 2 wounds to both of his wizards. So
yeah,
it was beautiful.
No, that was another spell I miscast earlier.
No, what?
Because I did miscast twice. I miscast once, for the Divine Judgment.
Yeah.
And on a previous turn, I miscast something else and took the 2 wounds. I believe. Either way, we go into combat. Okay. I break the bunker. Don't catch him, though, but I do overrun into one of his wizards. My Sphinx had charged the other wizard and ate it.
That's right.
And finally, with some help from my Scorpion friend.
Man, you know, I was doing so well against the Shopti. And then I went to turn all of my attacks on this because I'm thinking, you know, combat res. Bam, here, let's go put some more wounds on these dudes. And fucking, I rolled 4 2s.
Yeah, he didn't hit it.
And then I think my spider maybe did the wound. Maybe
yep.
It might have even had that wound on it.
No, I think he got a wound from the spider.
Something like that.
Either way,
he did the final wound to it, and I'm like, it lasted. I'm proud of that guy. As typical. Oh, yeah, here, man. Oh, nom, nom, nom. Guys, got in that juicy flank with
so and again, my Hierophant's just right there, ready to just take the spider hits. And I'm hoping that he flubs, is all I can hope at this point. I do turn to face with my Shopties, but again, they're in such a bad position right now. They can't support anything, and the Scorpion's kind of tying them up. And
they're really just traffic jammed right there.
Yeah, they are. They're
troops.
They're kind of squashed there, and I go and I kind of he does fail a charge though. He fails.
I was about to talk about that because it's a friendly game. I really just wanted to wipe him off the damn board. But if this was a tournament, I think I wouldn't have tried to make that charge. I think I would keep my boars there, just to have because there's no way. Within 2 turns, he's going to be able to get anything really there to kill those boars off, and I'm pretty sure I would be able to just score and make that secondary objective. But anyways, what I did try and do was charge his casket, because I know it blows up when you kill it.
Yes.
And I wanted that to happen.
He wanted it to happen, alright. He doesn't make it, though. He fails.
Yeah, sadly.
So, there we are. We go into combat. I forgot to take a picture of this. But the spider just eats everything, overruns into the other bunker, and so yeah.
Oh, this is a while.
No, it's just one more turn because I haven't charged in my well, yeah, wait, it was just one more turn. I do move up my my Scorpion or my snakes. My Winged Reapers are out of position now. They aren't going to do much, so I just keep them there. I do crumbles, and I take a couple wounds here and there. I think one of my chariots dies to crumbles.
One of the Winged Reapers?
Yeah, one of the Reapers died to crumbles too, and I took a wound here or there on some other things. But my second level 1 takes up the mantle, or level 2 I should say, takes up the mantle of Hierophant, so we're good. But then he overruns. He overruns into my other bunker, and no longer am I good. so I do what I can. Again, I'm stuck there with my Shopties and my Scorpions. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
I do charge in. No, that was the next turn.
Yeah, this is just a close-up of
that's just
the overrun into the other bunker.
And here's again.
Oh, the Nash. I forgot. Yeah, these two dudes are still alive. They're fleeing. Someone charged them.
My Winged Reaper charged them a while ago and reversed the direction of their flee is what happened.
Oh, yeah, because they fled from the Pharaoh combat.
I wanted him to take some more dangerous terrain checks, but it didn't matter. He passed them. And they're continuing to run.
Later.
And, here we go. In top of 6. Okay, couple things. Yeah. This is, man, we forgot the bottom of 5, I think.
Did we?
We forgot the bottom. Okay, bottom of 5.
What did we forget?
He doesn't crumble entirely my bunker. He does charge my casket. And on...
No, this is the top of 5.
No. This is not. Is it?
Yeah, this is the top of 5.
Okay, this is top of 5. Okay.
This is top of 5.
Sorry, turns got a little mixed up there. Either way, this is how it is. I do charge his rear with my snake, and I do able to get off desiccation on the snake. Or the tarantula.
This is bottom of 5, you're right.
Yeah, I thought so.
But we didn't skip anything.
Yeah.
This is just all that happened.
Yeah. So combat goes, and his spider eats both units. I put 1 wound on him, but he has 8 total, and he only has 7, so he's still alive.
Yeah, you can see the dice on the hill there.
Yeah. And then he gets his wish.
It happened. I'm so happy.
The casket is killed. But in the ensuing explosion, the spider takes a wound.
It only did 1 wound, too. I think
But it's AP6, so...
all the shit he needed.
And so...
Rolled 1/6.
I don't think it kills anything else.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
But it killed that spider, so I was like... there we are.
Did it do a wound to the
Shopties? I don't remember.
Because they didn't have their regen at that point.
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest with you.
It wasn't more than 1.
Yeah.
But it did 0 to the boar boy.
And crumbles are happening all around. You see my Scorpion took another wound from crumbles. Luckily, not too much else does. I charge into his boar boy group. I mulch everything but his general. I have 1 wound left on the last Shafty remaining. But the important part is... his banner's gone now.
Yeah.
And that's no longer a scoring unit.
And this is what turned the damn game.
It did.
And yeah, this is why if this was a damn tournament, I would have set my happy ass in that corner. Maybe danced. If he would have got up to me, I may have danced around with my 14-inch movement.
Indeed.
But yeah, you need to score because I think after we did the points, it was like a 400-point difference.
Less than that. It might be. It was a 11-9 on the points. But again, because I got the secondary objective with my snakes, but he did not. It was a comfortable, if not impressive, 14-6 victory for the Undying Dynasties. Once again, proving that I am the superior tactician. Yes, I can roll the dice better.
Not attacking a damn spider. Go get the raid.
All in all, it was a super fun game.
An exterminator.
Super fun game.
Not knowing how to roll dice ass. Low ass number counting mother.
Super fun game. Super interesting. A lot of back and forth. A lot of surprises.
It was bloody. It was death on both ends, so it was fun.
And in keeping with this new segment I'm trying to do, we have the MVP of the match, which I decided was my snakes. Yeah, because I get to make decisions like that. I take the pictures. I get to make the decision. So the snakes, the reason why they're my MVP this match, and these aren't the snakes that held against the boar boy charge. These are the snakes that killed the feral orcs, killed his bunker, killed his wizard, and scored, bringing that 11-9 to the 14-6 victory that it was. And so our Lord and Master Gorebeast honored them on his throne with his presence.
Candlesticks or incense, whatever it is.
It's his throne, dude. It's his throne. And so they got to meet and have a nice chat with Gorebeast.
In the land of ups.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Subscribe, leave comments. We really like to hear from you. And I'll see you guys.